Rise. Hello. Welcome to this video, where I will show you the different types of cards present in the trading card game, Rise. There are 8 types of cards in the game, which are the imminent cards, the incantations, the creatures, the doors, the levels, the summoners, and finally the unchangeable cards that are the stock and the ether. Let's start with the unchangeable cards. The stock allows to manage the coins, an indispensable resource which authorizes the toss of actions. The actions are present on the card creatures, doors, incantation and imminent. The ether charges when a card of infinite rank is destroyed, and these charges can be used at any time to generate a coin or draw a card. Both of these cards are required to toss a game. Here is a summoner card. You can see it simply by looking at the top corners. In our case, a flame indicates the summoner type. Summoners are the only cards that have skills. They unlock as the summoner gains levels and life points. Your summoner is destroyed if its life points go down to 0. As a reminder, your decks must contain 2 different summoners, and a game ends when there is at least 1 summoner left alive. The summoners are the targets to kill. Here are some examples of summoners. R182 is limited to 2 levels and 6 health points. Azel is limited to 3 levels, which is the most frequent number, and has 10 health points. Myrtle has 4 levels and also has 10 health points. Lavaya is limited to 5 levels and has 7 health points. Now that you have chosen your summoners, you need a way to rise them. For that you need levels. The levels are part of your library. If you have any in hand, you can only give one to one of your summoners during your turn. It will merge with it and unlock a new skill. You can see that a card has the levels type by the icon in the upper corners, which indicates a rising arrow in this case. Levels are available in several versions depending on their rank. In Rise, when you create a library, you must take into consideration the rank of the card. This indicates the maximum number of copies of that card that your library can hold. For example, a card of rank 1 will be unique in your library, while a card of rank 3 can be present up to 3 times. And the infinite rank cards can entirely compose your library, even if it will surely be counterproductive. Of course, the cards that are the most restricted can have more powerful effects. Here are some levels. A level of infinite rank. A level of rank 4 which gives a coin. A level of rank 3 which allows you to draw. A level of rank 2 which gives 3 health points. A rank 1 level which untaps the summoner and allows you to play it a second time during your turn. Let's move on to the constant cards. These are the types of cards that go and stay on your battlefield until they are destroyed. These are the doors. They can be distinguished by their icons which represent a lock on a door. They are mainly used to defend when they are closed. They have the particularity of being able to defend several creatures during a confrontation, and can also cause a special effect when they open. Doors have defense points and can have attack points. It's always good to feel protected. Now let's move on to creatures. A creature card can be distinguished from others by the skull icons in the upper corners of the card. Creatures must have defense points and can have attack points. Just like the doors, they belong to a plane, terrestrial or celestial. And during a confrontation, they are destroyed if their defense points fall to 0. It is important to note that defense points are regenerated at the end of each turn. You will often see white icons above the card rules. These are abilities. In the case of creatures, they give them specifications such as flight, immunity and many others. Whether they are passive or active, you will find abilities on other card types. The complete list of all abilities is available on the game wiki page. We are now at the incantations. An incantation goes on the battlefield and stays there until it is destroyed. They are distinguished by the presence of 8-pointed star icons in the upper corners of the cards. Incantations often have an entry effect, and give access to bonuses and actions. We have not yet talked about actions. Actions are effects caused by using a coin or tossing a coin. Yes, each turn, you can use your actions if you can afford to pay for them, and if there are no rules preventing it. There are 2 types of actions. We have the actions where you just have to pay, called direct buy. You can pay without restrictions as long as you have coins in your stock. And then we have actions where you have to toss a coin and flip a coin. The result will be a success or a failure, and you have to respect the result indicated in the rule part of the card. Luck is therefore one of the game engines, but of course, you can use some cards to force or modify the luck. The last type of card is the imminent type. To differentiate the imminent cards from the others, an icon representing a lightning bolt is present in the upper corners of the cards. Imminent cards have the ability to make an effect or action directly. This card self-destructs when all functions are completed or the turn in which it was played is over. The imminent card is the only type of card that can be summoned during an opponent's turn, but you must have a vacant summoner to do so. Some imminent cards are extremely powerful and can reverse the situation. Finally, there are also combinations of types. A creature incantation. An imminent creature. An imminent incantation. And a creature incantation imminent. Having a card type that adds up to imminent allows it to be summoned during an opponent's turn, or in response to an opponent's situation, effect or action. All decks must be built with these different types of cards. I now invite you to see the other videos at your disposal, like the one that shows how to play or the one that explains more in detail the combat phase. Thank you and see you soon. And don't forget to follow the project on social networks.